Isn't it interesting to see how fascinating people find the whole business of tracing their family roots? And Enetron, the company which did all the hard work on tracing President Obama's Irish roots, well, they've launched a website now. It's called findmypast.ie, and that address is on your screen right now. Well, now we're moving to the west for another story to do with our roots. It's a story based in Loughrea in County Galway, a group of volunteers indeed, called Ireland Reaching Out. And they aim through their voluntary work to trace the relatives of people who've left that area over the past 200 years and to get those to come back as tourists, as visitors to the area. Indeed, it's a project which could well be emulated all over the country to advantage. Orla Nix has the story.
Reaching out is such a good idea because it is so simple. The idea is, rather than have Irish Americans or Irish Australians or the Irish and British in Britain trying to find their ancestors, we find them. We say, we know where you left from, we know not only the county, but we know the townland your people left from, and we would like you to come back. And the beauty of the idea is, when we get it right in East Galway and we get the technology right, then everybody can use it, because it's something you can replicate in every single parish.
If there is 60 to 70 million people of Irish extraction around the world, they can all trace their roots to one of 2,000 parishes around the country. So here in South East Galway, what I did was propose to government that we take a pilot area, and this being my own area, I'm from the parish of Tirnaskra, just north of Portumna, and if we took this where I know the historians and I know the doers, and we attempted to do it for the inaugural year. So what we've done is, starting last October, we have got parishes involved. Over 47 parishes in 25 different groups have got together and essentially started with living memory.
Hello, Ken.
Grandmother Mary McLaughlin was the first lady that visitors called to when trying to trace their roots in Aughrim. Now she has embraced new technology to reach out to the Irish living abroad.
It is hard. There are a few. I'm trying to chase a girl now called Joy Mark. She's from New Zealand and she came about 10 or 12 years ago. Now she said her family were Kellys from Aughrim. At that time we hadn't all this technology, and apart from going to the church records, and there were so many Kellys, because Aughrim is known as Aughrim of Kelly, and you just didn't know what Kelly she came from. But I'm trying to find her now as well, if I can.
Over the last 2 or 3 months, we've been using the message boards to trace relatives, and they're so enthusiastic. I mean, it's great to see they're actually there waiting for us to contact them. So it makes a change for them coming over to Ireland and looking for their roots. So we are actually able to contact them. And there's a lady here, and her name is Jane Maloney, and she's from Pennsylvania. And her response to the invite was basically, it's a dream come true to get this invitation. Please send me information on the trip as soon as possible.
South East Galway is an area steeped in history and cultural heritage. Clontuskert is one of the oldest parishes in the Diocese of Clonfert.
We have a very good heritage group here in the parish, and we published a book about a year and a half ago, and we did a huge amount of research on the parish. And then when we heard about the Ireland Reaching Out project, we were very excited because we had found so many names that are no longer in the parish, and that we'd love to find out more about them and hopefully invite back their descendants. You know, that kind of thing is very rewarding and very exciting as well, that all the kind of dry research that we did is coming to life and into colour and existence, you know.
The Kiltartan Gregory Museum is situated 2 miles outside Gorton, County Galway. It was originally built as a national school in 1892 by Sir William Gregory of Coole Park. The school's records have been an invaluable resource in tracing the parish's immigrants.
And he's on the other side of Gorton.
It's a dream come true, because I had been collecting all this information all along from a historical perspective, and now I find it's going to be of perhaps social, economic, value as well. And you meet so many interesting people, like-minded people. historians from every parish in the area who have a love for their area and who know the people and who know where they went to and so on.
The Week of Welcome starts on the 26th of June and plans are well underway.
Now we've laid on a lot of stuff for them for that week. Music, teach them about history about the area, where their great-grandparents lived, bring them to where their ancestors are buried. We've mapped out their graves for them. We've done a lot of the genealogy side of that, the family trees. So hopefully when they come home they'll really enjoy it.
The Kilcreast Castledaly Heritage Group have been actively involved in the Ireland Reaching Out project. The beautifully restored Woodville Gardens and Museum will be one of the many magnificent locations visitors will see as part of the Week of Welcomes.
Well, we hope this will help in developing the tourism in this region, and we hoped to get involved to develop a Lady Gregory Trail to get people connected with all the different sites: Kilmacdua, Cool Park, Kiltartan, Toolbellylee, and of course Kilcreast and Woodville Wall Garden.
I believe that there's another thing which is a more spiritual value for us as a nation, that if we see ourselves as almost the recharging battery for the Irishness of the tribe, we're also almost the mothership of a global family. That, I believe, will allow us to feel a little bit stronger, a little bit less isolated, a little bit less depressed than we do at the moment, to realise that Ireland is not just a small country of 4.5 million, but is the cradle of a global tribe of 70 million. This is an amazing, powerful thing.
The Diaspora Project and Ireland Reaching Out is all about creating lifelong relationships, and that's an important aspect of this project as well, is that this is not a one-year project. This is not a 2-year, 3-year, 5-year. This is a long-term project. So what we're starting in and around Loughrea, Gorton, Portumna now is only the beginning of something that actually can be very transformative across Ireland. And in fact, the diaspora and engaging the diaspora can be, perhaps as we look back in history, can be one of the most transformative features and phenomenon in Irish society in this part of the century.
It's a clever and potentially useful project, and if you'd like to find out more about Ireland Reaching Out, you can do so through the website address which is on your screen right now. And indeed, you've